every idea, every identity issue that I have is attached to this fundamental problem that I carry around with me that seems to be, I agree with you, bringing all sorts of suffering in my direction, but I have to be something different today. And because at some level you're saying leave your family behind, leave their consciousness, leave their reward system behind, you become a demon, someone who is a destroyer of families, trying to advise this person on a problem that they freely acknowledge they have, but posing a solution that is so awful that accepting this solution would mean, at least from the psychological perspective, a sort of a suicide. Wouldn't it be easier, given that impossible problem, which is, I think, the fundamental problem of everybody that's dealing with these issues today, wouldn't it be easier to deal with this fundamental problem from inside? To not come as an aggressor or an adversary, but to come as someone who says, look, I understand this is how you've been raised, and I understand that this is meaningful to you. But to try to help to transport them beyond this particular problem needs to come from a friendly place, not from an adversarial one. I mean, wouldn't you agree with that?
I think I would agree with that. And to this end, groups like the American Humanist Association and the Council for Secular Humanism hasn't spent its time only making bold claims to the public, trying to get its message heard through media events and the like, but they've actually engaged various religious groups in conversation. There have been conferences devoted to Baptist humanist dialogues, trying to find common ground and discuss what the common ground in the realm of ethics are, trying to help those individuals identify ethical questions that may make those organizations want to change from the inside. That's a process that goes on. But I think there's another side to this coin as well. I've run across a large number of individuals who, on their own, have already made that step away from their family, have already come to the realization that there is something about how they see the world, there is something about the ethics that they hold that is different than that of their immediate family members and their friends, their immediate community. Without an organization like the Council for Secular Humanism being having a face, being seen by the general public, these people have no place to go. They are alone. They're being suffered and tormented by this constant sense that there's something wrong with them, that they are the sole aberration amongst their entire community. By being open about what we believe as humanists, we provide a place for these people to go, a friendly place where they can explore these issues and recognize that they're not alone in these thoughts.
But don't you think that these individuals are the rare case? There are very few people that can think outside the box. In some ways, I think it's possible to rape someone with an idea. And in some cases, if you get to someone who is not in a special place in their maturity and start to hit these ideas to them, I mean, it is very, very much like a sort of an intellectual rape. And it completely isolates you and polarizes you from this group. I mean,
the rarity of the situation, to me, doesn't argue against having a forum for those individuals. By some recent surveys, perhaps as many as 10% of people in the United States have profound skepticism concerning religion. That would rank them as larger than many religious groups in this country. To not address those people's needs, I think, would be bad. We need to address their needs. And you are right in that it comes at the cost of promoting some conflict amongst those people that have not yet made that step or perhaps will never make that step. But such conflict, if properly managed, is the stuff that makes for the change in societies. It's the stuff of intellectual debate. It's what causes societies to advance.
Well, that is true. That is true. But it does create a certain sort of warlike form in the process.